I lose my mood because of a red flag, it's really fucking hard to get back. That's where I kind of like go, Like, I'll give you an example of something that's sort of like a situation that's happened. It was a group situation. The guy gave me the red flag at the beginning of our initial meet. He was very cocky in the way he introduced himself. We'd never met before. I'd met his partner before. He was a new partner. There was about 8 of us all together. Now, he came across extremely cocky, really kind of arrogant, very, oh, well, go get me a drink, why won't you? Like that sort of style.
Yeah, that's no good.
Welcome back to Swapping Secrets. My name is Jess.
And I am Lawrence.
If you guys haven't already, please subscribe. Spank that subscribe button. It will come up down below. Give it a spank. But today's topic, to make it all juicy and spicy, is...
the red flags we ignore because we're horny. So we've all been there. It's the red flags are waving, but the chemistry, the loin stir is real and palpable. We're going to unpack the warning signs we ignore in the heat of the moment, why desire messes with our judgment, and how those small compromises can snowball fast. This episode is your reminder to trust your gut even when you're turned on. And just as a teaser for just the tip, we're going to play a game of green flag, red flag.
Did your brain just
green
stop
light,
there
red
for a
light,
second?
red light, green light.
What?
The actual specifics, as always, will be revealed in just the tip by our lovely producer, Gabe.
Yeah.
So just as we're...
So play along with us because we love finding out right at the end how crazy our games can get. Shall we just dive in deep and get horny?
Sure, go for it.
Amazing.
I feel like that intro was a red flag. Sorry.
A red flag, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, look at those sexy red flags. By the way, handcrafted by our lovely producer, Gabe. It's amazing. I like when it's just the two of us and we don't have a guest and we can just talk shit a bit.
Because it goes a bit off topic
Yeah,
completely
we're not having
quickly.
to be like, we have to be professional.
We were professional. We are always professional. Don't be silly.
All right. Chemistry is not compatibility. That's like as a thing.
As a topic.
As a
heading
topic of
of a red flag.
No, but like
Or what it
reasons
could be.
to ignore red flags. Because you can have chemistry with someone, but the red flags would be there, right?
Yeah,
and you just like go like as
You can paint them green because you think that guy's a hunky spunky.
Yeah.
Or the female. Really terrible analogy. I'm so sorry. I try to think of something. Or you can think that girl is gorgeous and go, fuck it, she's hot. I'm not going to get this again. So
yeah.
let's boogie.
Yeah. We've got like some questions.
Yeah, let's
let's just
get
run
into
through
the
some of these questions. I like this. Like, let's just run through like sort of topic cards.
Yeah.
You know, we could be like a little game show host. We'll just throw them over our shoulder. I'm not throwing my phone over my shoulder.
Okay.
All right, Jess, have you ever ignored a full parade of red flags because the sex was incredible?
No.
I think we should make a qualifier for this. Like, I think like there should be some
ones in this
rules for this conversation because I'm thinking about it in two different ways. There's, I suppose the
Like,
thought
I don't think
of
they're a red flag.
no. Like, I guess the ultimate purpose of the relationship. Maybe you're like, you're going on a date because you're looking for a partner or looking like, you're not saying you are going to be my partner, but you're going to
It's
be
a
looking at them
potential
through a specific lens. Whereas if you're at the club and I'm just here for some hot, dirty sex here and now on this night and
Different context.
different context and different lens that you're looking through, you can.
Yeah. So
I think you can probably skip through some, like, or you would definitely ignore some red flags that are maybe some higher level red flags. There would be some immediate red flags, like, I never use protection. It's like, well, that's a...
wow, one extreme to the next. Okay, well...
So with that in mind...
So thinking of looking for potential partners or play partners, still a no. I haven't had that where I've been like, the sex was so good because I don't think I've got to the stage of having sex with that person.
All right, I love to litigate things in case anyone hasn't noticed. So how many red flags would there have to be for you to go, like when
A couple. It'd have to be a couple. I've definitely
So
gone. Yeah, 2 or 3. Probably like...
I want to answer this.
No, Jesus.
I'm going to be a barrister in this.
2.
So I'm going to cross-examine you.
Probably
Is
2.
it 2 or is it 3?
It'd be 2. Closer to 2 because I think I'd get to 1 and then generally these situations that I'm playing out in my head right now, all group situation. So I kind of give that person that one-time chance and be like, well, I'll paint that orange or amber and be like, I can kind of understand maybe it's a situational thing.
Oh, wait, now you've got different shades of colours of flags?
I'm a girl. Let me paint my colours. And then I think the second one's like, okay, now you piss me off. Like I have a very like short window. And I think because I'm thinking outside of this box for potential like people, I'm kind of like, I gave you a chance. Now it's fucked.
Yeah, I think like
that's where I'm sitting.
The way I think about it, it's in line with the shades of red, but it's more like the size of the flag, which I hear people say. It's just like, oh, it's just a red flag, or it's a big red flag. You know, that the difference between it's just like, this is something that I'm like, you know, I'm trying to attract aviation support. If I'm lost out at sea, I need a massive fucking tarpaulin sheet versus it's the size of this thing. So you're running around with like a massive flag. Yeah, like, okay. But the two, not going on with someone with two red flags. Fuck, I don't. If I went by that metric, I wouldn't even have sex with myself.
Well, okay.
So my number's higher.
God, you're making it out like 2 was a bad number at the start.
No, it's your response. Whatever you want.
I'm happy with my number 2, but I'm
not throwing shade. I'm just saying for me, it's like I'd have to.
Yeah, I have a short fuse though as well, and I know if like I lose my mood because of a red flag, it's really fucking hard to get back. That's where I kind of like go. Like, I'll give you an example of something that's sort of like a situation that's happened. It was a group situation. The guy gave me the red flag at the beginning of our initial meet. He was very cocky in the way he introduced himself. We'd never met before. I'd met his partner before. He was a new partner. There was about 8 of us all together. Now, he came across extremely cocky, really kind of arrogant, very, oh, well, go get me a drink, why won't you? Like that sort of style.
Yeah, that's no good.
And I'm like, welcome to my house. There's where you can get the drinks. So I was like, maybe
you didn't show him where the door was. Welcome to my house. That is also the door which you will leave.
Yeah.
Don't ever fucking talk me out in my house ever again.
And I thought maybe he's just a bit nervous. I'll let it go. It's like kind of, we're all sitting around the table. We're all just chilling. There's a few of us on the couch. Maybe he's just a little bit out of it. I don't know. Whatever it was. I just let it go. I was like, it's fine. She wouldn't normally choose a dickhead. Now, the next time came up and I was like, we were all started to play. We were playing this sort of adult game and we decided to play with some toys and the 2 girls.
I was like, what? Okay, please define adult game because I was like paying your taxes. Is that an adult game?
No, it was a game where you had to like, you do something to someone else's partner so we could all sort of naturally start interacting. Now, there was 4 girls. 2 of us girls were like, okay, we always use protection over our toys while we play in a group situation.
Yep.
And he was like, what's the point of that? And so we thought, okay, maybe he's just being ignorant. He doesn't really know. We'll explain. And he's like, well, that's stupid. That was my second red flag. I was like, you are not touching me. I don't know what you think this is.
Did you tell him?
Yeah.
You can't hand him any of this?
I literally was like, look, I'm actually uncomfortable playing with you now. I was like, you're welcome to play still in this situation with all of us. I'm actually just tapping out from you. He actually didn't give a shit. He's no longer with her anyway. It's fine.
It doesn't sound like he gave a shit about much. So.
But that's where my like.
All right, so yeah, okay, 2, fine, that's fine.
Yeah. Felt like that.
Physical chemistry, quickly. Does it ever override common sense? No, I guess is for you. Me, yes.
Yeah.
And maybe this is a male thing. It's just like sometimes that crocodile brain just gets engaged and it's like,
brain.
Look,
I can get it with
I think like, and we're going to get to this a little bit later, like the difference between in the lifestyle and vanilla dating as well. Maybe we should start with that. It's like let's move down to that and then we can move into the lifestyle stuff.
Don't zigzag.
Don't zigzag. Okay, fine.
Zigzag, zigzag,
right.
Whatever.
Yes, I think I have and I have let physical chemistry override
common sense.
I think but I sort of maybe explain it away in the sense it's just a here and now kind of thing. I'm not going to be.
But that's it. That's when you're in like a club or a one-off situation, right?
Yeah.
Look, sometimes like if it's in a one-off situation, if I'm at the club or if I'm at a play party, and I think the guy's super hot, sometimes I'd probably let common sense overweigh. I'd be like, no, he's kind of hot. Maybe that's kind of what I'm looking for.
So we don't use like being turned on as a personality assessment.
Well, sometimes I don't ask their names either.
Okay.
I don't know if that's a red flag.
But it's not? They're attracted. Being turned on by them is not a personality assessment tool. I guess because that does wear off.
I don't know. Again, fleeting moments. It's like the right mood moment. I don't know.
It depends. Does depend on the context and sort of the longevity of the relationship. Maybe that's a way to assess it.
Yeah, if it's just my one-off bang, I don't give a shit.
I love a food analogy, but it's just like, when I'm assessing the usefulness of this fork, is it because I got it with a takeaway meal and it's a bamboo flimsy piece of crap that I'm only going to use one time, or is it my polished silver, that I have my butler polish for me? Fork.
Look, at least like when I was looking for other play partners, I was basing maybe 50% off that of looks first, and then 50% off chat.
Look, you have
so
to
there was quite a high percentage though.
Yeah.
And it's sometimes the percentage of like hot people did outweigh the common sense of being nice and smart. But then once I went on the date with that person, instantly I was like, no, I don't want to have sex with you now.
All right,
it's like an online chat, like the online chat maybe, because also I'm imagining it. My imagination's taken more over rather than me in person.
Yeah.
So that took over a different element.
Sure.
It's easier to paint a red flag online.
All right, if we move into like the more like the dating realm of things, so let's just like sort of take our minds away from the club and move into like, people like the red flags, or let's talk about some potential red flags that you might explain away. It's probably fine.
They're acceptable. What's a red flag that I find acceptable?
You might rationalize in a certain way. Like, I think it's fine. What about I've got some scenarios.
Okay, cool. Because I'm like, I don't know.
They don't text back, but they do if there's the chance of spiciness or sex. So you just
like a hookup or
you've met a guy, you're dating a guy, and you're like, hey, how was your day today or something like this, or like
booty call.
A booty call.
Or a booty
Thank
call.
you.
And it's the same person. You're booty calling them, or you say like,
I don't find that a red flag, because I think I've already categorized that person. Like everyone has a category in my life.
So say like, for example, you've gone on a couple of dates with this guy, this hypothetical person.
Bob.
That's hot. Bob.
All
right.
It's a good name.
So you've been slob knobbing on Bob for a couple of dates, and you messaged like, hey, like, how was your day? Like, or you just say you're on like maybe every other day. How's your week been at work?
Yeah.
Like, you mentioned last time I saw you that you were stressed about this project.
Yeah.
No response. A couple of days goes by and just like, I'm touching myself, and then like bang.
I probably wouldn't really give
Bob's
a shit.
mobbing for a gobbin, and he's just like,
look, Bob's
coming in
here
throbbing.
for the gob. It's fine. Like I can see
talked
that.
over my mad rhyme and fucking pissing me off.
Look, I can see it being a red flag, but it doesn't bother me enough. But that's a personal feeling, like
okay.
Because I think.
So you're definitely going. That's probably fine.
It's probably fine because I'm thinking in the current situation I'm in, being married, that if we were looking for like play partners, I think I'd just be like, all right.
I guess I ask you this question. It's more apt to ask you this question because I feel for me, in my experience as a guy, like dating and all that sort of stuff, is like I'm just grateful to have their phone number. So it's like.
Well, like I've had guys like that before.
Maybe that's a red flag. I'm too fast to text back. I don't know the etiquette
no. It does annoy me sometimes if I'm like, I think I'm more of the boy in that situation where I'm like, I got fucking shit to do today. I'm not going to respond to you. But when I'm horny, then I'm like, hey, here's my vagina.
Is there still those red flags on like response times?
I don't.
Red flag, green flag. Like I know they're like.
It annoys me if it's been a week.
Like I sound old now, but when I was younger, and people would be talking about, especially when text messaging was becoming way more of a communication tool. Fuck, I sound like a dinosaur. I'm really sorry, kids. I'm so sorry.
How are you texting people?
When I was doing smoke signals back when I was growing up. No, but like there's that etiquette of like don't text back immediately or after the date, wait a couple of days, all that kind of.
I don't know. I think it's shifted a lot. Like, I do get annoyed if it's been a whole week and then you come back at me like, dude, I've moved on this shit.
All right, Gen Z, you got to write in. Like, what's the go with the kids? Like, how fast we snapping back? I
don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't mind if it's been a couple days or if it's the weekend, then I kind of don't understand.
I know, like, leaving people on red is a massive, like, flex.
What? Do you actually? Oh, my God. I don't even have time to look at the red bit. I just go, sent the message. I think my ADHD takes over here, where I forget that I've also sent them the message, and I'm like, oh, I've got to reply to that. Maybe that's why I don't see it as such a bad red flag.
Is someone like, for example, sends you a dick pic or tits?
Yeah.
You just like the message and leave it and move on.
I do. I have before where I'm like, I'll send them that kissy emoji, and I'm like.
All right, some other scenarios for you. They won't use protection, but swear they're clean.
Nah.
No.
Nah.
I agree.
I've had sex with like 4 people in my life without condoms.
Yeah.
You're one of them. Like literally, there's four people. So I'm very like, I have this weird phobia in my head.
Yeah.
But then again, I'll come off the floor. So, it's not a cleanliness
Definitely
phobia.
agree. What about they talk badly about their ex, but say that you're different?
It's become a red flag now because I don't like having people, it's not just about an ex. It has to be bad talking somebody. Like, this is not a situation for us to put negativity. Like, it's meant to be a positive, fun experience, and all you've given me is that shit. Let's fuck.
Yeah.
As a really short thing.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I don't think it's appropriate.
She was a bitch because she didn't slob on my gob enough. And it's like, Bob, just take it easy. All right?
Like, I just don't think it's appropriate. Like, there's a reason it's your ex. It's a reason you don't play with those people anymore. I don't need to know it. I didn't ask for it.
Yeah, that's probably a later conversation, right? Like,
what's also if it's gonna
really getting to know someone.
Yeah, but like, no, I think just
I often think of it as like if someone talks about someone in front of you badly, and I often think, what are they saying about me?
Yeah, of course.
That's true.
I mean?
That's true.
What about they ignore boundaries, but they label it as confidence?
They can go fuck themselves.
Okay, so Jessie's got a massive red flag there.
I have a lot of cocky guys that do.
Yeah.
It's a cocky guy thing. I think the cocky, like if we haven't picked up on Jessica's trend here, cockiness kills me. Like confidence is sexy, but cockiness is shit.
Yeah.
And you can't label them together. They're not the same thing.
All right, red flags in the lifestyle versus regular vanilla ass dating.
I've got to think back now.
Ignoring consent cues because someone's hot.
No. Like even in a vanilla setting, that's like it's definitely the trend is becoming a lot more like consent driven in just vanilla relationships. So I think that should just be an automatic red flag. If anything, consent based is being taken away or misinterpreted to not.
So super hot guy, you're into him, but then he just like slaps you on the ass.
I'd probably punch him.
Yep.
Yeah. I actually have reacted and elbowed somebody when they've done something, and I was like smack because it was just a knee-jerk reaction.
In the past, where I've given a pass to someone who's touched me without consent because I found them attractive, and I don't know if it's just because of these gender roles they're playing, I suppose, but I have, and I like to be I like to think that I would be more confident in saying like, hey,
yeah, that's not appropriate.
That's not cool. And in terms of like, don't that you're disrespecting me, but you also disrespected my relationship because anyone that I'd be talking to would know that I'm married.
Married, really. Yeah. Well, yeah, and it's also
like, this ass ain't your property.
Was it your ass?
This is Michelle's ass.
And then what? Michelle pops out and goes, hello.
Yeah, she says, what up, bitch? No.
Oh my God.
I'll knock your teeth out. Michelle doesn't talk like that.
Oh my God. She really does not.
Sorry, Michelle.
Okay, let's try another one then.
Overlooking poor communication at the club.
I think it's like a maybe a give it a second go sort of thing. Like maybe it's they've taken a cue of like a smile
what would you classify as poor communication in the club? Ignoring consent, like just saying everything being equal, they can at least go, hey, may I touch you, or may I whatever.
Yeah, I think it's if they've already asked once, and then I think maybe they've asked, hey, can I kiss you or can I touch you? And then they've gone to assume having sex, but it's like, okay, no, that's like before it happens, you go, no, sorry, you have to ask that still. And that's kind of their one whoopsie-daisy's chance. But then if they go and just try and push themselves into that situation again because they're like, well, everyone's having sex, that's poor communication to me.
I'm trying to think of like what other poor communication examples, like saying
misreading the smile is
not misreading consent cues. I'm talking about you can see that like maybe they're not talking to their partner so well, not poorly, but just not checking in, like, or you can see like they're just.
Oh, it's more like I'm comfortable with that rather than being like we're comfortable with this.
Correct, or
being like this is what them respecting their boundaries.
Or they're not talking at all, and their partner is talking for them.
I think that's just a massive red flag in general. If their partner is talking for them, it's like, is there a language barrier? Do you even want to be here?
Look, presume that you have spoken, they understand and comprehend English. But they're just
Then
sort of,
I'd be
when you go, they're just a
going
shy person versus like, hang on, I'm not hearing anything from them meaningful.
Yeah, that would be a siren, not a red flag. That would be like, okay,
Oh, now we've moved into like lighting territory.
That should
It's
be a
ever
siren.
evolving with Jess. It goes from shades of aubergine to.
I'm the creative here, so obviously all the colours.
Yeah, like.
No, but it should be like an alert system comes off like.
Would it matter the
scary.
gender?
Yeah.
It would matter the gender.
No, it wouldn't matter. Like I think it's the same for both. Like if the guy's being quiet and she takes over, like you can feel the imbalance, right? Like you can always feel when something is off between other people. You have that sense. I know that seems heebie-jeebie, but like you can see it in either their eyes, how they're touching each other. Like I can always tell if a couple's not holding each other's laps or holding hands or having that eye connection. That should be a red flag for me, reading that they're off.
Yeah.
And that'll just ruin my night because I'm interfering.
What about, for me, I'm similar. It's just like.
Sometimes it's hard to read if it's dark, but.
I think I have slightly different views based on if it was a man or a woman. Like maybe the thinking process, it'd still be a bit of a red flag, but I might process.
Do you mean if the girl's more dominantly talking?
And vice versa.
So which one's less of a red flag for you then? If you have
less of a red flag?
Yeah, like
if the woman is more assertive and more. Because
you find a lot more of like our lifestyle relationships, women generally lead, and that's a bit more of a common thing. That I get, but
and I know it's still not right, but you know, I mean, we've all got our wrinkles, and I think that if I was assessing the guy as maybe a bit more shy, I would maybe lean in and just go, hey, what's up with, like, not what's up with you, but like, all good, how you going? Like, and check in with him. Even though I can be that shy person, and a lot of the times, like, I can be the shy person, and if I'm in a situation where I don't know people, I can be a bit more like leaning back, not because I'm not interested or something, because I'm just that way inclined.
Yeah, I get that.
Versus if the guy was doing all the talking, it's just like, she loves everything. And it's just like, I'm more like, I'm more like, hang on a minute, like what's going on here, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Look, I think, I can see where you come from, but I like it better.
The size of the flag is changing a little bit, but it's still red flaggish,
Yeah.
What about not asking about relationship agreements?
Massive red flag. It annoys me. It annoys me especially, like I've seen people, because Jamie always wears his wedding ring. If you notice, I never wear mine. I can't wear it right now because my fingers are getting too fat. However, people never seem to ask Jamie about his relationship. Some women will walk up and assume that he's single, even though he's like got a wedding ring on. And I'm like there's little things that you notice, and then he'll be like, "Oh, my partner's just over there," but then they continue to just. I do find this sometimes.
I do find this with women.
Women are a bit more aggressive with their approach.
Yeah, if they're the assertive type and they're going after what, like, you know, they're heterosexual and going after a guy, a lot of times it's just like I do notice that like they would disregard the female partner, and it's like they're irrelevant. It's just like, lady, that is the quickest way to make sure to get what you don't want. And it's just like
it happens quite often, like, especially if we're at the club. Like, does that happen? Do you find Michelle, like if we're all, like the four of us are at the club for a big event or something, Jamie gets hit on quite a bit because I'm out working, like you're off working and stuff, but do you find like somebody goes and approaches your partner but disregards the fact that you're in a relationship with them? I get it a lot. I come back and Jamie's suddenly talking to this girl or guy or like couple, and he's like, I've had to explain to them like twice that I'm your husband.
No, like, I don't know. No, not really. Like Michelle's really good at like going, you know, it's just like, you know, my husband owns the club and she's just like, la la la, like, you know, making sure that like she knows who's who in the zoo. It's more about like just what I see with other guests. And it's happened to me as well, where it's just like, you know, it's just like, oh, you're Lawrence, you're the owner. And it's just like, and then everyone else becomes white noise. And it's just like, that's not nice.
Yeah. I also find it's a big red flag because they don't care about anyone else but their own pleasure. Like sometimes I feel like they're targeting that one person because they want to get a result and that's it. They don't care about pleasing each side.
Okay.
Well, at least that's my own opinion.
What about like just touching on that work setting too? Like, because you guys are business owners, obviously. Do you find red flags within people you've worked with and how that's attributed to?
No, all my staff are really great.
Thank you. On behalf of all the staff, thank you.
Sorry, I cut you off, go then.
No, I mean, the question was more around kind of red flags that you have noticed amongst people who have worked for your business. Has that ever occurred? And,
definitely.
How have you had to manage those flags in the past?
Massive one is just not being open-minded. And I think we have made some bad hires in the past where, they might be the type that's just like, look, they're happy with seeing sex, but specifically heterosexual sex, right? And then you start seeing gay sex of any kind, trans people, they're like, oh, and it's like, whoa, it's like, you know what I mean? It's like...
They're not accepting of all, and they're very rigid in their, thought process as well. And they don't pretend to hide it, it just shows on their face. And you're like...
Yeah, and it's like...
You're like, buddy, you can't do that.
You can't walk around in this event like looking like you just smelled shit.
Even if you did, you got to just pretend it doesn't exist.
Yeah. Breathe through your teeth, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Massive red flag. If they're not open-minded, that's probably...
But we have also changed our hiring criteria because of those red flags.
So obviously we want to say thanks to one of our lovely sponsors, flirtadultstore.com.au. So if you go and visit flirtadultstore.com.au and use the promo code SECRET15, that's SECRET15, you can get 15% off your order online. So they've got heaps of things, obviously sexy adult toys, clothing, other assorted paraphernalia.
They've got everything to spice up your sex life.
Yeah, and bring it along to the club. So bringing sex toys and dressing up.
Or dressing down.
Super sexy, both men and women. They've got some sets in there for men that I've seen. Okay,
they did a really good set during Mardi Gras. They've still got a few of it around, which is pretty cool.
So head over to flirtadultstore.com.au, use the code SECRET15, and that obviously gives us support, gives them support, and it shows us all some love. And it's all about community and connection. Peace out, love.
Oh my God.
All right, I want to talk about why. And we don't have to necessarily speak from our direct experience, but probably just ruminating on why
red
people
flags
make
that we see.
Red flags that we see and then people ignore, and why it would be the case.
Why do you think horniness takes over?
Dopamine, serotonin. I'm a junkie. And
You're a junkie.
I'm itchy for it. And I'm...
Oh my God.
Can we segue in from that?
Did you purposely do this as a off-hinge interview, and the one before this you were super professional?
I was so professional in the last one. So everyone, this is our second podcast recording of the day.
We normally do 2 if you guys.
And I was super buttoned up and trying to be as thoughtful.
He was asking some full, in-depth, lengthy questions that even I was like, oh, that's a mouthful to actually answer.
Yeah, I like to show the range of how Lawrence thinks, I've got really high-minded intellectual, academia Lawrence, and then I've got just in
Smut.
The gutter, just you filthy fucking piece of shit.
So validations, obviously, is Lawrence's key to the horniness life.
Yeah,
So wait, okay. If somebody is sucking up to you then, and being all oh, Lawrence, you're so sexy, and pampering on you, would you oversee that? Be like, oh, they're really into me. And be like, fuck it, we can just paint you green. Or amber. Paint her amber. Amber's being amber.
Okay, it depends, right? So just say hypothetically in the scenario we're at the club and I'm up for playing that night, and just say
Amber's come over.
Amber's come over. Yeah, so if in the club to play on that particular night, and I'm just going to talk from not ignoring, but just from an individual standpoint, from my own experience. And I'm single. Yeah, it's all hypothetical.
Single, you're ready to mingle, and Amber's come on over.
All things the same, but I'm just single and here as Lawrence in the club. I'm not everyone. Take it easy, Amber. Put it back in your pants. I've gotten pretty good at noticing when they're getting into the idea that I'm Lawrence from Our Secret Spot, and they're just laying it on thick, and I'm like, baby, I'm a piece of toast and you're the hot butter. Let's go.
Do you use these analogies?
No, this is the first time I've ever said this.
Why do I not believe that? At all.
I'm serious.
Weren't those in your wedding vows?
So
Smearing that butter everywhere.
I know when sometimes it's just like it's just some casual hot sex, and like we're not really interested in each other. I know she's not. She's just into the idea of like who I am, what I am rather, not who I am.
What you have as a package.
Yeah.
So what about if it's
what I have as a package.
Fuck me. Got to use my words wisely.
Yeah, and for me, it's like it's a massive dopamine hit. It's just like, especially if I find them attractive and this and that. It's like, okay, that makes me feel good.
See, I don't work off compliments. If I get complimented, I'm like,
yeah. But I've got issues from like teenagehood where it's just like, man,
You like to be stroked.
No, well, I was just like,
You do like to be stroked.
Yeah, of course I like.
Your ego is like.
Can I get my thoughts out here, lady? Fuck, Jesus Christ. I was like, as a teenager, especially in those formative years, it's just like I was butt ugly, man. No, I wasn't doing so well with girls, and I was just, I was awkward, I was gangly, I had super bad acne, I didn't feel good, and this and that, and like getting into this lifestyle later in life, and
we'll pop
just
up a picture of Lawrence,
and just learning that, like having attention from women that I found really attractive was, soothing something deeper in me than just like my horniness in that moment, right? And I've learnt that still, but like at the time, it's just like, I'm chasing a dopamine hit and I don't care.
Fair enough. All right, shall we?
Wanting to feel desired, okay. So all right, we'll keep going on. Like,
desired is different though to being validated, because I think feeling desired doesn't have the person being like sucking up to you. Like I don't respond well to sucking up, but if I'm feeling desired, like wanted, definitely. Like that's where my little green button just flashes over, yes, back into the light situation. But it flashes over everything, like it paints everything green again.
Yeah, sure. What about fantasy projection? Like I can fix him or her. This is going to be my little DIY project.
Well, I'm a nonna. I love cooking and looking after people, so probably. Like I'm the person that always hosts at our house. I'm happy to have people around. Happy to look after people. Like I've got that in me.
Okay.
I want to nurture nature, but not of like I don't want to fix a bad boy. I just want to keep you that way.
So people out there doing this, like even subconsciously.
Maybe. Like I don't want to fix somebody to make them better. I'm like, you need fixing, but let's just fuck.
Not better. I don't want to fix you to be like in service of me.
Let's continue how you're going down your path of destruction.
I'll give you an example. Actually, I watched a show recently called His and Hers.
Oh yeah, I like that show.
Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah. And had Tessa Thompson and the guy who plays the Punisher. I don't remember his actor name, but John Bertham.
Yeah.
Yes,
John Bertham, yeah.
Yeah. And they had a great scene where they actually talked about this, about fixing each other. And like they lost their child and he was told by her, just like, shut up. Like they're talking in the rain and she's like, shut up. Like you never let me just like have my feelings and let me just, sit with them and let me feel and let me get through them. You always trying to make me like, forget them, move on, feel better just for your sake so that you didn't have to feel them or see them or hear them and so that you could move on. So it's almost like a part of wanting to fix someone or change someone is to associate your own need to feel better.
That's true.
Thanks, Gabe. That was great.
No worries. I've been wanting to share that one because there was actually one thing that stuck out to me with that show. Other than that, that show is pretty random.
It's a random show and you never know
pay you the
what's
$2.50 an hour now for your therapy sessions. That's good. Yeah,
You're right.
I feel like I learned something.
No, I'll invoice you soon.
Yep.
Okay.
Shit.
It's on the record. Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely. I think maybe
it's more female though. Is that more of a female thing where females want to kind of
No.
No.
I'd say it tends to be a more male thing.
No.
Well, we're definitely feeding to just
Males
the dominant side.
All about solutions. Let's say, how do we fix this? Like it's like fixing a fucking doghouse. It's like if I just nail this back together, it'll all be good.
It's glue. You obviously use glue.
Okay, so Jess is a terrible fixer.
Yeah,
look, I'm speaking obviously in generalizations, but like from my experience and from all the information I've read, it tends to be a male trait of like, their female partner's feeling bad about X, Y, Z, and you're just like, oh, this is how you feel better. And and it's probably like, I hadn't thought of it really like that. It's to service this own self that's just like, I'm taking on your burden to make me feel better because I'm feeling bad, particularly if I'm the cause. I need to fix you so I feel better rather than just letting you hang with it.
It's not such a bad red flag, though.
Women are taught to override discomfort to stay desirable.
That's very true. I have done that many times. Not now.
Yeah, so you've ignored red flags to stay desirable. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm just like, I don't really feel 100% on this, but you know what? Maybe it's maybe not feeling.
And men ignore red flags because they think sex equals success.
100%. We were just talking about this earlier. 100%. I maybe can't answer.
I feel like this whole episode is like clickbait rage bait.
Hey, it gets the views.
Yeah.
I think it's true. Like, unfortunately, there's still that stigma where men actually think women who have higher numbers are a bit, so men go, oh, it's success if I have more numbers than women. Like, maybe it's just programmed weirdly or wrong or something.
We've covered on a lot of these, but like the moment you knew, but you did it anyway. Mine was obviously like, it's, I'd say like in the club, it's just like,
you knew you weren't meant to be fucking that person, then you're like, no, I'm knees deep now. Who cares?
No, not like not meant to be fucking them.
Well, no, you meant like you painted the flag red and you were like...
Yeah, just gone with it anyway. Like, I don't know.
You like
kind of hooked you in. They hooked you in at the last second. Like something like perturbed you and then they kind of just gave you a look and were like, come here.
Yeah, like
I'm doing this to get back at my ex. Ooh, that's a big red flag. Emily Blunt, you never look so fucking good. I'm in.
Why would you think you would get her over me?
Because this is what I'm talking about. Like, if it was Emily Blunt saying even the most wild, outrageous red flag shit, I'd still be going there.
Fair enough.
Do you know what I'm saying? That's
you know what? Emily Blunt would be a great fuck.
Yeah, she's like, John Krasinski is pissing me off. Lawrence, I just want
Lawrence, shove your dick in me.
And I'm like, okay.
She put you in her Oscars speech for sure.
Absolutely.
You were my inspiration.
Yeah, I had to learn how to fake an orgasm. Thank you, Lawrence.
Wow.
Oh, way to be blunt.
Hey.
Oh my God.
What about you, lovely listeners? Like, you got some red flag stories that you can share with us? Like, what's the red flags you've ignored? What's something that you would never ignore again? You go, I've learned my fucking lesson, been burned, either in like vanilla dating or here at the club, or some super expensive lessons that you've learned. It's like, that fucking cost me too much. Or something that cost you your mental health, your physical health.
Well, there's something that should
DM us, please.
There's something that should never, ever be ignored, and that's sexual health. We have the gorgeous sponsors, Stigma Health. They give our guests 20% off for purchasing online with them using the code
Secret Spot 20, SECRETSPOT 20. Do you want
to tell us a little bit more about Stigma Health?
So Sigma Health is a really user-friendly platform to use to order sexual health screening tests. So negates need to go to a GP or see anyone face-to-face. You just jump online, answer some questions. You can also input your Medicare details as well. Order the form, go to your pathology place and get the test done, and results come back to your phone 3 to 5 days or thereabouts. It's super fast. Like, I've been in the car park before, walked to the place, it's like a 3-minute walk away, filled out the form while I was walking. By the time I sat down in the lobby waiting for the test, it was ready, walked straight in, 30 minutes in and out, and I was done. So you can multi-buy tests as well. So you can, if you're in the non-monogamous scene and you've got, you want to do regular testing, which we encourage you to do, you can multi-buy those and you get 20% off those as well. So head to stigmahealth.com and use the promo code. Thank you, Stigma Health.
Thanks, guys. Now, I think we should do something a little bit fun and enlightening.
I thought that conversation was fun. It was somewhat enlightening.
It was a bit of a red flag for me.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. But let's jump into just the tip. Red flag versus green flag. Now, Gabe, can you please tell us what we're doing?
Right, you are, Jess. This is red flag versus green flag. I'm not going to keep up that energy. I can't do that right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read out a bunch of lines commonly said by horny people, most likely horny, in the swingers setting. Okay. Right? Okay. This is probably a good little exercise as well for listeners who are coming to the club or want to come to the club. Should probably pay attention to in terms of flags. So Jess and Lawrence will hold up
as the subject matter experts.
Yeah, exactly, of the club setting and the lifestyle. So we've got, there you go, green flags and red flags, as Jess is proudly waving. basically, I'm going to give you these sentences, and you're going to put up whether it is a green flag or a red flag.
All right.
If they are different between the two of you, you'll have to debate.
Fight it out.
Yeah, exactly. To the death.
Fight with the flags? Like,
No. Gabe made them. We can't ruin them.
or whichever one has get the better sticky tape and stays on the longest wins.
Yes, and then finally, the lines as we get through them, so there'll be 10 of them. They'll get more nuanced as we progress.
Okay, so they're a bit more like.
You're kind of like, ooh, I'm not sure. Maybe.
Should we blindfold ourselves?
Should we like amber?
Should
is
we
that
like
amber?
Green and red doesn't make amber.
Anyway, should we not look at what the other person does? Just hold up our own so we're not
I
influenced.
think just do it quickly.
Okay.
Like in that.
Just don't pussy around.
Okay, so give the question and go 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, I'll do that.
got it.
I'll do that. It's a bit like played that Mario Party game. They did the flags. No, that's just me. Okay. All right.
Andy, insert cricket noise here.
Red flag versus green flags. Flags we ignore because we're horny. First one. We don't really do condoms. We just trust the vibe. 3, 2, 1.
Wait.
Fuck that. That's how bad it is.
Okay. Point number 1's pretty easy. All right. Same red flags across the board. Okay. Point number 2. Someone keeps mentioning and talking up their partner all night. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, sorry. I fucked it.
Wait. I think that's really sweet.
That is quite sweet.
It's pretty cute.
I quite like that too. That makes me more horny.
Except if you're inside them.
You fuck like my partner?
No, it's just like, oh, my partner's cock is so much bigger than yours. Oh, God, he makes me orgasm so much more. So, can you...
Maybe
please?
they wanted to be degraded.
You're killing it for me.
God.
Oh, I didn't subscribe to a cuck situation.
Just leave it. You're in a green flag. It's fine.
There's always nuances, always context.
Point number 3. They skip the pre-chat just to see where the night goes. 3, 2, 1. Both red flags.
The pre-chat's kind of sexy. I like pre-chat because then you
Is
can
it a
see
red
where the
flag,
night
though?
goes. Yes.
For them, wait,
okay.
pre-chat for them or with whoever they're trying to hook up with?
Skip the pre-chat to see where the night goes. I'm assuming it's you in the talking to that person. They're skipping it.
Like skipping having a chat. Say like as a couple, we've skipped having chats with that couple. Like I think a chat's important because like how else do I know that
sometimes you
you're
just don't
into
have
me?
it. It's just like it is just a vibe, especially if you're in the orgy room. It's just like you're
but
making
like,
eyes.
how do I know that you're into me? Like suddenly you just come over and you're like, boom, you're in my face.
Because they're looking at you, you're fucking hot. Can we lay on the bed and start fucking each other? It's like, okay.
What if
that happens.
What if my mouth is full of something and you just suddenly like...
Or...
But
Why is it going both ways? What
there's two cocks in there.
Sword fighting. Like this. Fucking hell.
So really, it's a red flag just to skip pre-chat, you think?
Just put amber. I told you we needed an amber flag.
Need an amber flag. All right, well, do both if you're unsure. If you're kind of half and half, do both.
Situational.
It can go either way. Point number 4. They joke about consent being a buzzkill and laugh. 3, 2, 1. Both red flags. Go see our consent episode if you want to hear more about that and why it's so important. Point number 5. They're great communicators until they're aroused. Then suddenly everything becomes go with the flow. 3, 2, 1.
Only because I think I've had it happen before.
Yeah.
Like it's... Because then you just go like, just talk about check-ins a bit more. You can do it because those people, if they're great communicators, you can have a conversation with them, they'll understand.
Yeah, because
like
I think...
Just for our listeners, they both put up green flags, Jess and Lawrence.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, green flag, yeah. To give some perspective on why I picked green flag, and I know I mentioned them a lot, but anyway, I think Bradford talked about it on an episode where it was for pendulum and people asking for consent, before, and just being specific about consent, like, may I touch you, may I go down, let's fuck. But it was getting to a point, like, in a big group where, like, every 10 seconds, a question was coming up. Hey, may I touch your foot? Like, hey, and it's just...
It kind of ruins the moment.
Bradford just said, let's just say, hey, guys, like, yes, consent is super important, and I think we have that level now. It's like we don't need to check in with every little thing. And it does sometimes go with the flow, right? Like, especially if it's, like for a heterosexual, you're going to be having penis in vagina sex, all right? You don't need to be like, you keep changing. Yes, if you're going to change
partners,
orifices, maybe like, particularly anal. I'd say like between oral sex and vaginal is kind of like, it's not that uncommon, but like if you get like anal sex is probably a different limit. But yeah, I definitely think like once you just get hit, like you've been great, had the chats, got community, and then the energy turns up to hot, we know where we are.
Going with the flow probably as a precursor to that is more kind of like a consensual flow. Like it's like it's a listening flow maybe, right?
Yeah.
Like it's kind of like paying attention.
Like you can hear people orgasming and you're like, this is a good flow.
Yeah. Being aware of your context and surroundings. Yeah. Okay, cool. Point number 6, they ask thoughtful questions about your boundaries, but never volunteer their own. 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay. So we got Jess with both flags up and Lawrence with red.
I don't know. It's hard because I feel like some people aren't comfortable just volunteering. You need to ask them because that's sometimes they're introverted in that way. They love hearing about yours. Only because I've had this situation happen before where the couple was like, they're new, they're fresh, they liked how like we described our boundaries, but without asking them or probing them, they didn't know how to start that conversation themselves. So it's not really like they didn't want to divulge, but they just needed a push.
Yeah.
But it's just a different situation.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, and I agree. Like people might just like, and now you ask me, like kind of like maybe they're measuring you against their own interpretation of green or red flag. It's like you're not being proactive in asking them. They're like they don't even care about our boundaries. So maybe I could swing to both flags.
It's situational. If they're experienced people and they've done it before and they don't tell me anything, then I don't normally take that as a good flag.
Yeah, but if you ask them and they give non-committal or very vague answers,
we can do everything.
I was thinking in that sense. It's the conversation makes sense for them to talk about it, like, or it's just like, and what about you guys? It's like,
oh yeah, I was
shrug
thinking
it off
it's situational.
Like,
yeah, that's fair.
Yep, they're cool. All right, point number 7. They're very attentive to you, but you notice that they don't involve their partner in group conversations. 3, 2, 1, go. We kind of talked to that point before anyway, so that makes sense. Yes, good anticipation.
Red flags for both of us.
But both red flags, sorry, yes. Point number 8, they say, I don't catch feelings. 3, 2, 1, go.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
What's this got to do with
fried.
it? What are you going to catch?
Gabe's, because we both sat there doing nothing. Gabe has just lost his marbles. Like we're just supposed to sit, like we were on like the spinning wheel of loading was happening on our faces.
That was like my computer booting up.
This is stupid. I don't understand. We'll catch feelings, but what's this got to do with?
I think
I get it. I don't get it.
They just say like
Amber. It's Amber.
I understand. Yeah, this is what I was getting with. I understand the question, and then I was like going through all these things in my head. Are we in the club? What kind of situation is this? Are we dating? Like, yeah, I'd be going. If they say I don't catch feelings.
If it's a fuck buddy, okay, let's base it off. If it's a fuck buddy, now like I don't catch feelings, that's a red flag. But if it's like, I don't know, in a club situation, they're like trying to prove a point that they're here for sex and not feelings, then I don't think it's a bad thing.
Ultimately, I did eventually put up the red flag, even though like my brain nearly melted because it's just like I just got to a point of like it's this kind of like immature thing to say about the reality of I don't catch feelings. It's like what do you,
I don't catch
what
feelings. I catch
12?
dicks. I catch sperm.
Like if it's a difference, it's like I'm not here to find a relationship. Okay, that's different to I don't catch feelings. That's
I
just
gave it said in that weird, ignorant.
No, I know. I'm
angry
just
little,
putting
like,
on the
twirl.
emphasis, but it's, you know what I mean? I'm not here looking for a relationship.
What? Just go looking somewhere else. How about that? Look somewhere else and catch something. I don't catch feelings.
Catch
nothing.
Stigma health.
I don't catch feelings. Yeah. I just catch STIs. Yeah, you fucking do.
Oh my god!
I knew that would be a fun one. Keep in mind, like
you did say they're going to get more nuanced.
They are more nuanced, and also the precursor to this was it's in the club setting.
Club setting. Okay, fair enough. Sorry, my bad.
Did we listen to that?
Yep. No, probably not. We've already shown that I don't listen. That's my red flag.
It's okay. All good. Point number 9. They're open about being new to the lifestyle, but frame every misstep as part of their growing process or growth process when they make a misstep. That's what they say. 3, 2, 1. Hey, green flags.
Green flag.
I understand that. Then they'll stop saying that as well. Once they grow up a little bit more in their journey, their lifestyle journey, they won't have to say that. I think they're saying that to resituation themselves to say, we're doing the right thing. We made a mistake, but we're still on track.
Cool. I like it.
Is that correct?
I just got stuck on resituation. That was amazing.
Look at me. This is why I don't say big words. Go back to my stupid words.
All right, last one. They respect your no immediately, but they seem emotionally withdrawn afterwards. 3, 2, 1. 2 red flags.
It's probably a good thing I gave him the no.
Yeah, they're probably sensing that I got them together.
Nice.
Look, I think if they're not responding in a positive way to your no, then it's like Lawrence said, it's probably for the right reason you said no. You sensed it before they did.
Yeah, and even if it's not like a no to play or any overall, it's just like, oh no, we don't do
anal.
We don't do anal. And they get all pouty. It's like,
I have actually had somebody do that.
You're a fucking idiot.
I've had a guy get really upset that I don't do anal because his partner loved anal and was like, okay, well, I'll do anal with you. And I was like, I don't do anal. I mean, I do, just not with others.
Do they speak like that? I don't do the anal with you.
No, but he got really upset and then just didn't want to play with anyone. I was like, fuck me.
What a pansy. All right, we hope you have enjoyed this episode. And just so you know, please go check out our new Patreon. It has free, extra dirty, spicy content like some of those month in review stories that you've all been asking us for. So check out our Patreon over there. Links in the show notes. And what else did you think about this topic? Let us know in the comments wherever you're listening to, Spotify, YouTube or something, and you can tell us how you're finding the episode or any red flags that you have or experienced in your time here at the club or outside anywhere else.
Or if you feel like being extra nice, follow us on all of our socials. So Swapping Secrets Podcast or the Our Secret Spot, either one. And send us a little comment, a love heart, or even better, purchase a ticket, come in and tell us what you really feel.
Yeah, come see us at an event. Don't forget to spank the subscribe button and we'll see you next time and stay sexy. Bye, everyone.